Hello everybody, this is Molly. Welcome to Teach Me Tuesday on MBTreasuristas. What in heaven's name have I been playing with and having so much fun. Now I'm not sure how much I'm going to teach y'all today. It's going to be more of a share, but let me get started and show you just a hint of what it is. Halloween is almost upon us and I'm more in the mood for Thanksgiving. And being the lazy crafter that I am, I want to make sure that my crafts that I make for Thanksgiving also will work for me for Christmas. So, you know, last year I had put turquoise and reds together and beautiful greens and things for my Christmas, and I wanted to carry forward that turquoise theme into Thanksgiving so I don't have to take down as much. These are some things that I've made so far for Thanksgiving that I love, and quite a bit of the inspiration came from the beautiful things that I got from Misty's shop, MBTreasuristas. So let me just show you real quickly. These flowers right here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where you can go see a video from, I think her name is Lynn Woolgar. She's on Lindy's Stamp Gang's design team. Ooh, and very talented woman. And I'll give you just a brief rundown of how we do those, give you a quick teaching, but if you want to go to the master, you're going to want to see her video. You're going to see right here a lot of the things I used on this. I love these acrylic flowers from Misty's shops. I've just gotten hooked on them. I think they add just the sparkle for the holidays that you need. And all of the colors of the turquoises and greens that you see here on these leaves, aren't they stunning? Just absolutely stunning. If you can see there, I've even done a bow for my candle with them. That is with Lindy's Stamp Gang's Industrial Chic collection, which Misty carries. And if you don't have it already, you're missing out. That is the, oh my God, gotta have it, set of the year kind of thing. And these were leaves that were bright orange and yellow on sale, 70% off at Michael's. Those big garlands they had. And from that light yellow, look what they turned into. So those are gorgeous. And then of course these flowers, this is a petaloo flower. This is a pine cone out of my backyard. And then these are just a few little odds and ends I've had in my stash from last year. Now, did I tell you I was addicted to these acrylic flowers? Well, I am. So what I came up with for this year's table are some little napkin rings. I've been on the hunt for napkin rings. Just wanted something to dress up my table. And haven't found any I liked. So I thought, what the heck? So I just bought myself some ribbons and trims from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Now, I just have some Viva towels in here. These will have my linen napkins in them when it gets to be the actual day of the meal and all. And I've just dolled up those little ribbons. It's wired ribbon. Put a little trim around there, and then attach the acrylic flowers, a few little leaves and berries, and it makes a cute little napkin ring. Cuter than Pier 1 or Dillard's or anything would have, huh? Isn't that cute? And look at the sparkle and just love it. Can't wait to see what I do for Christmas. Okay, and then of course I've got my forks and knives and things, you know, so this will be the serving basket. You'll pick up their napkins, get their forks and knives. And then what I've got behind here, the other thing we'll be showing you, and is some tags that I made. Imagine a pretty Thanksgiving saying right there, or a picture of a meal or something. And then on the back of it, I'm actually putting the recipes for the things that I'll be making. A lot of times when I have some people come over, whether it's family or friends, they always want the recipe. So I thought, what the heck, I'm just gonna put the recipe on the back, and I'm gonna put a little envelope, and then put a few copies of the recipes in there, so they're right there for them. Or, as you can see from this camera, how clear the shot is. They can take a picture on their phone. Even easier, ladies, most of these recipes that I've used on these, and a lot of the recipes when it comes to baking that I do for the holidays, comes from a wonderful website that's called Lick the Bowl Good. And she's a cute girl named Monica from Central Texas, so you know all the recipes are just loaded down with sugar and fats and nuts and berries and everything you could want, because from Texas, you know, I'm from Texas, we don't cut back on anything, especially not calories when it comes to cooking, and they are some of the best recipes you could ever want, especially baking. She's a baker by nature, but she's got some other recipes that are fabulous, so I'll link the have a link to her blog on on my blog, and what it is lick the bowl clean. I mean, lick the bowl good recipes. So anyways, okay, so let's get started on the little bitty bit of the tutorial part. Not much to learn. These things are so easy, but let's get started. Okay, hopefully you liked my little vignette that I showed you for Thanksgiving. And I just love the sparkle and shine and liked playing with some of the new techniques. And also, let me share with you just a little bit of how I did. Now, this is Teach Me Tuesday, something that Misty has on her blog, and I just really enjoy learning a few favorite little tips and tricks from the ladies, some old and new things. And I am not a inventor of craft techniques or anything like that, but I could sure copy the rest of y'all. And one of the things I came across lately that I don't mind sharing this, because that's what a good teacher does. She shares the wisdom and experience of others with her class, or the people that she wants to share with. And also, I want to share this idea with you today. It was relatively new. It's on Lindy's Stamp Gang's YouTube channel, and it was Lynn Woolgar, I think is her name. Oh my God, I just discovered her through that Lindy's video. She's phenomenal, and I want to share with you what she did. And the reason I feel good about sharing it is because Misty does carry the Lindy Stamp Gang. What you're going to notice is her prices, and then remember, if you use the coupon code MOLLY 10, so Molly 10, all caps, Molly 10, on her website, you'll get an additional 10% off. Wow, can't beat that. Her prices are great, plus an extra 10% off, so it's worth buying them from her. So she's got this industrial sheet collection, and I think I mentioned to you before, go get it. Go right now and get it. It is phenomenal. She's got a bunch of the other great collections and all you're not going to want to miss out on. But this one right here, one of my all-time faves, industrial chic. Okay, so with this collection, what Lynn showed us how to do, and then I'm going to teach y'all because I'm sharing it, is you buy cheap leaves. I went to Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I thought I was so smart. Hobby Lobby had them 40% off. And then I went to Michael's and they had them 70% off. What you going to do? But I have leaves now. Leaves. But what you're going to see is these were off the different garlands that I bought. And the first thing that you do is you take them off the garland, plastic and all. You just take the leaf off. So you just end up with this leaf. Please look at the colors of these leaves. These are some of the leaves that I used. Aren't they pretty? Pretty fall colors. But what you do is you take the leaf, you flick it over, you paint the back of it with gesso or white acrylic paint. I use Martha Stewart's gesso, and the cheaper the better is what Lynn tells us on that video, and I think she's probably right. But you just paint the back, and then I'm going to caution you, you don't have to be painstaking with it, but try not to get too much gesso on the front. You can get some, but try not to get too much. As I was painting, some of the leaves were moving around, and I got some gesso underneath and all. And I'll show you why you don't want to get too much of it on the thing. But you want to put a good thick coat of gesso on the back, because the more gesso you have on the back, or the more coverage you have on the back, the better your Lindy Stamp Gang will adhere to the front and all. So you gesso them up. So I literally put wax paper down on my, the big island in the middle of my kitchen. I layered that thing with wax paper. I put in a whole bunch of leaves, and I just was gessoing away. You let that dry. When they're dry, you turn it over. Of course, I picked up my old dirty wax paper because I didn't want to, have that get wet or anything with the sprays. Threw that away, put down some more wax paper, and then I started spraying. Now, I used the colors from the Industrial Chic collection, but actually, before I used those, I sprayed first with the Chattering Teal, I think is the name. It's from the Winter Wonderland collection from Lindy's, which is so cute. I mean, they have a color in there called Don't Eat the Golden Snow. How cute is that? But anyway, so I put that color down first because it was it gave it kind of a light base and light, almost white and teal colors, just softened up the leaf a little bit, and I found that worked better for me. So you start spraying with Lindy's, and you spray with as many colors as you want. I found that it works much better. You don't get as muddy of a color if you dry between layers. And I sprayed. She just sprayed across the table, heat dried it with my little blowgun, sprayed the next color all across the things, just all across the table, heat dried it, sprayed the next color, and oh my gosh, how is that for a winter wonderland? So it took a cheap
You know, I think this garland, which I think turned out to be my favorite, was probably on $9.99 on sale 70% off. So what's that, $3? And it was a long garland. I have not even gone through, after spraying all that, I still have plenty of sprays left in my bottles. So I didn't even go through the complete thing of Lindy's sprays. And when I say I have a bunch of leaves, I have a bunch of leaves. So I turn those cheap leaves into what I consider to be very high-end looking. Oh my gosh, aren't they gorgeous? So here's just a couple of those leaves. Imagine them in shabby pink with that new October collection, or using the Winter Wonderland collection, or using the Mad Hatter collection, or something. I mean, just imagine what you could do with those, how gorgeous, or with flowers. Now this is where I want to show you, you don't want to get too much gesso on the front, because while it looks like snow, I did have trouble getting any of the color to stick to the, no, this was Martha Stewart gesso, so maybe different gessos do different things. But anyway, aren't those gorgeous? Now you notice the back. You can spray the back if you want to. I don't really care because it's not, you know, I don't want to waste my sprays and I'm not going to see the backs. So aren't those gorgeous? Okay, that was number one. The second thing I want to share with you, I'm embarrassed to say teach me this. There's no teaching to this. You get a glue gun. Okay, I'm sorry. But what I do want to show you is I had been looking for napkin rings, different places, Pier 1, Dillard's, Penny, you know, different places. And they have napkin rings. Walmart has napkin rings. All, you know, a lot of napkin rings out. And they're really cute and seasonal. But they range from like $2 or $3 a piece to up to the ones that I kind of found that I liked were $5, $6, $7 a piece. And I don't know. But I like to change things. I don't like to have somebody sit down twice to the same thing if I can avoid it. So what I did, for just a little sparkle, I got some ribbon on sale from, I'm going to tell you, Hobby Lobby's. That's a little Michael's trim. Sprayed a couple of leaves. These were green leaves from Misty's shop. They were green. I don't know if you can see. And then I sprayed them with the Lindy Stamp Gang. And then, you know, the miracles of hot glue. Now I cannot actually hot glue one together for you because unfortunately we've had a tragedy. I dropped my glue gun today and the glue point is like this. Glue gun's like this, the point's like this. So my glue comes out, you know, so I can't glue anything for you right now, but how easy is that? To just get out a glue gun, make that happen. You know, these little berries and stuff were from all these leaf things that I bought, lots of little berries and all. And then I use Misty's, I love her acrylic flowers. I don't know why. You know, there's just certain things like Lindy's sprays that I love. I just love those acrylic flowers. So here's one. Here's another where I put a cluster of flowers. I love it. Can you imagine for Christmas how much fun you can have? And you see glue string hanging on there? Okay. Imagine at Christmas how much fun you can have. And so what they get, you know, bent up. They get in the drawer, they get bent up, you just pop it back. Boop, boop, boop. You know, how fun is that? They're not going to tarnish or go out of style or anything like that. If I decide I don't like them, I'm going to take these things off and use them on something else. But for this year, I think everybody's going to kind of enjoy having a cute little festive story of napkin rings. So I guess the moral to that story is just have fun with your supplies and carry it across the, you know, one of the objects of good art is repetition, repetition, repetition. So I just love using these things and carrying them across. Wait till you see what I'm doing with some candles and some flower arrangements. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Anyway, so cute there. And then the last thing I want to share with you, and I'm sorry this is taking so long, is I made these tags. And what they are is, you know how a lot of times when people come over for the holidays, they want the recipes and things. So I was thinking you could put, make some copies of these or make yourself a little recipe book. And what this is are these tags. You know, I think I've mentioned these before. They're from Prima. If you go to Misty's shop, go shop, buy, and then manufacturer. Look for Prima. Go down about the third or fourth page under Prima. You're going to see these Julie Nutting tags. Great deal. Again, her prices are great every day. Use that code Molly10 and get an extra 10% off. What a good deal is that? So you'll save, you know, on her everyday great prices. You can save an additional 10%. Love this pad. Okay, my pad's come off. Okay, so what I'm showing you is they're just a nice texture, print on the front, solid kind of glossy on the back. See how big they are. Good size. Okay, so there's that. So what I did was I ran it through the Xyron machine. I know. Most of you use, what do you call that stuff? Give me a second. It'll come to me. Glossy matte stuff, Mod Podge. Most of you use micron. I didn't want it, that feeling. I wanted the feeling of cloth. You know, this actually feels like cloth, you know, on there. Okay, so what I did was I stuck that, you know, on my feelings I was. Yes, ma'am, that's print side down. Okay, then I just took my little napkin. Aren't they cute? Bought my napkin. That one's probably from Joann's or something. They got cute napkins everywhere in the world. But, and while I'm rambling on, did you see that little, Steffel gal just did a little, tag mini for Prima. Think how cute could this be? Okay, now what you'll notice is I'm putting this down, and there's the print side. Now you know napkins are 2 layers. So now what we got to do, and say a little prayer for me and get this done while I'm on camera, not tear it up too much. You got to loosen up. Oh gosh, I hope I don't tear up the whole napkin. Okay, hold on. You got to loosen up that. You know, it was much easier when I wasn't on camera. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. It's a coming. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was. Okay. So you get that layer off. Kind of work gently. So you're going to take the layers apart. And you can separate them first, but ladies, I actually have, it was easier for me doing it this way than it was separating them first, but to each his own. Okay, so you're going to take your napkin apart. Turn that up. Okay, I tore this away, sanded the edges, braided it down a little bit. Let me see if I can find my brayer. Hold on. So I braided that down pretty good. Oh, I see my problem. I had a little stuff right there. Filed the edges, which Misty and them were laughing at me last night I was doing that. Used some sandpaper, filed the edges. I'm not going to do a great job because I don't want to make one right now. Anyway, just do the edges. Now, I can't take it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Now, those of you who are Mod Podge fanatics, more power to you. I don't want to get dirty. I got to go fast, lady. So for me, the Xyron was the answer. Okay, and what you'll notice, the reason I put it on this side, I actually took the time on the other ones to sand it down all over. And it feels just like baby's diapers or something, you know, cloth diapers. It came out so smooth feeling and takes dye so well. What is that on there? Okay, so. And then you run it back through your Xyron. Let me reach across and find my Xyron. Now this time you're going to put the plain side down. Hold on. I know how to do this. And of course I was doing 3 and 4 at a time. So it was much faster. Okay. Okay. Do that. Do that. Put that down. And again, when I was going slow, that napkin came apart. No, not on camera. That napkin came apart so easy to make your hair curl. And today, of course, it's wanting to be silly. Okay, and I got, I think, 3 or 4 to the napkin. Today I'm just going fast, so. But anyway, so you see how easy that is. Just tear it away. You will not tear away that dramatically. You know, you won't want to waste your ink on it. Now, the other thing I was thinking to myself is I wanted them for recipe cards, you know, for take-home recipe cards that people could have. And I put little sorry, there's not a problem. I just stop. I can't just leave something alone. It's like once I start, I'm hopefully gotta have it. Okay, so you sand your edges if that's not annoying up to here. Drill out your little hole. Imagine I'm sanding all the way around. Imagine I'm sanding all the way around. Drill out your little hole. It just cuts away. How easy is that? And you sand, sand, sand. Sand, sand, sand. Doesn't take long. And then again, I sanded the whole thing just to get that wonderful feeling. And it is, if you feel them, oh, they just feel so good. It feels like the softest linen. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm off camera. Okay, so that's as easy as that was. Ink the edges, and then on this right here, all I did was I put a little charm on there, ran the ribbon through the hole. Hold on, ran the ribbon through the hole. Let me back out. I'm trying so hard to hurry up for you ladies. I don't know why I'm in such a rush, because I know how valuable your time is. Okay, and then once I pulled it through, I actually tied a little knot on the back side of it so it wouldn't just slip out. So this could be a cute a tag in a mini album with the wonderful fall colors. It could be a recipe card. It could be, if you make it smaller and you make an easel shape, you could do like on your table, you could put these up and show what your menu is, or what the dishes are. You could make place cards out of it. Just try to incorporate napkins into your holiday theme. And then, of course, I put these recipes on the back. The recipes that I just happened to print out are from a blog site called Lick the Bowl Good. It's a young lady from Central Texas, and boy, is she, man, are her recipes great. But anyway, so that is my Teach Me Tuesday. I'm sorry I was kind of all over the board, but I'm having fun getting ready for Thanksgiving and the fall, and using the beautiful things from Misty's shops. So y'all enjoy. Please keep sharing your great ideas with us, and let us know what else we need to do for you. And we sure appreciate having y'all around, and thank y'all so much. Have a great, great day. Happy Tuesday to you. Keep crafting. Bye.